Thank you. Okay. This is the Eureka Springs Parks and Recreation Commission regular monthly meeting in January. It's January 23rd, 2024, Tuesday, 6:05 p.m. We're at the bottom of the auditorium. And we have a quorum. May I have roll call, please? Just say your name.
Beth Giltner.
Thank you.
Jonathan Tigan.
Mark Ingram.
Ruth Gubenhager.
Rod Gray.
Sam Dudley.
Okay, all good. And we do have a quorum. Carissa Litherland is not here, but we knew she wasn't coming. She is excused. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved to approve.
It's Rod. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Beth, any discussion? Changes? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. The agenda is approved. Public comments? No public comments tonight. Too foggy, no one's out. Chairperson's comments. I actually will make a comment tonight because this should be my last meeting as chair. And thank you again. It's been great. I've actually enjoyed it, believe it or not. It's been wonderful. And being a commissioner is wonderful. I really have truly enjoyed it. And working with everyone has been awesome. I appreciate it. But I'm glad to turn over the reins to somebody else. So after we vote tonight, that will happen. Sam, can you give us your director's report?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a start and go few weeks with all the holidays and the weather. It's kind of hard to get in a rhythm. But yeah, essentially Christmas came and went, and we got through it once again, as we always do. We need to figure out how to make it to where the lights don't shut off every time it rains. But other than that, it's it's absurd. Yeah, every time. I mean, not every time, but not every spring. But a lot of them will shut off when it rains because trips the breaker.
Oh,
And then,
got it.
Yeah. Anyway, since then we've been doing a lot of maintenance on the cabins out at Lake Leatherwood. 2, 3, and 4, as well as cabin 1, are going through some pretty serious renovations, which is nice. Needed it. Cabin 1 was bad. It's like you almost feel bad for letting people stay in there. So we're tearing out all the carpet in there, doing hardwood flooring, and repainting, doing siding and some sheetrock, and hopefully it'll turn out really nice. Some of the roofs are still getting replaced, which was paid for through insurance by the municipal league, so we're not an expense for us.
Nice.
And we're hoping, just doing all these renovations will definitely help go along with this 10% increase we're planning on doing for the lodging. That way people feel like, they're not just charging us more for nothing. Yeah. The building at Harmon is still a nightmare, but we're reaching out to more and more contractors trying to get, some more bids and stuff. It's been hard to get anyone who is really all that interested in doing it. Yeah, and I think we already discussed like renting it out as when the time comes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Basin Park, I submitted an application for a few modifications, which Kyle is back now, by the way, which is great. It's really nice having him back. But he said he just needs a little bit more information to get it on the agenda through HDC. But I was going to talk about that with you guys tonight. It's nothing that too serious, but it's kind of the things that CAPC wanted to fund. So Dustin from Ozark CNC is working on the benches still, the one prototype bench. He's getting close, but everyone's work schedule has just been so crazy with all this snow and ice. He hasn't been able to get to his shop for a while. I am really excited to see that, though. I think it'll be cool. And the new chart of accounts is going pretty smoothly. We haven't hit too many hiccups so far with the new stuff. There's one thing that's on the agenda for tonight, which is to add a line item for discounts and stuff, because we don't really have a way to track that at the moment. So But other than that, it's been going pretty well.
Did you use just your staff for the renovations at the cabins, or did you have,
Well, the roof,
good.
obviously, we
other than the
yeah,
roof, but
yeah.
the other stuff was all
And
just
we
your staff?
had I forget the guy's. His name's Steve. I don't know if that's the name of his business, but he does sheetrock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to ask anyone to do sheetrock. You just hire that out. It's terrible. No one wants to do sheetrock.
And you
So-
do it well.
Yeah, and they do it really well, and they do it very quickly and professionally, and it's like it would take us ages to do it right. So we hired that out, but we're doing all the flooring, and we're redoing like the kitchenette area, dining area in cabin 1. We're doing all that ourselves, and painting and stuff like that. So
Good. That's exciting.
yeah.
Any questions for Sam? Anybody?
Are we going to have a workshop there?
Oh, yeah, we need to have a workshop there where we can go to look at everything,
Yeah.
see the,
Yeah, we had planned on doing that,
We
and then I
had,
realized like
got
it's
lost
dark
somehow.
at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it felt kind of weird doing it.
Okay.
But after daylight savings time, we should go out and do a workshop
I think we should.
at Lake Weatherwood and just show you guys the cabins.
So before it gets too busy.
Oh, I totally almost forgot. Shameless plug. Elliot's 3rd birthday is coming up soon, and we're hosting another blood drive, as we do every year now. You can sign up for it on the Red Cross website. So, everyone. I think it's February 23rd, which is obviously not his birthday, but yeah, we're doing it then. So,
no, that's,
please sign up.
that's good.
Give
I
us
thought you
your
were gonna ask
blood.
us- I thought you were going to ask us to buy him Hot Wheels or something like that. No,
Oh,
we'll, we
please,
can give blood.
please.
That's good.
Dear God, don't buy him anything.
Is there going to be like a mobile blood bank coming
It'll be at the
through and we all
community
do it?
center.
Or, oh, it's the community
Yeah,
center.
I think
Okay.
yeah, community center. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, committee reports. We don't have Carissa for the long-term thing. I don't think they've done much anyway with the weather and all the,
No, it's been pretty.
of course, I keep forgetting it's been a while since our last meeting, the holidays. But, Mark, do you have anything from finance?
No, I don't think
Yeah, we've had a meeting since
I
then.
know, since then, so yeah. We're all confused. This is not our normal meeting date. So no other committee reports. Old business? We really don't have any old business? Guess not.
I didn't think we did.
I know. No old business left over from last year. New business, let's start with the 2023 fourth quarter financials. Everybody has those, right?
Yeah, and so I just included the fourth quarter and then the entire year. Obviously, it was nice
Okay.
to have that on hand as well.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's really not a lot to say, I guess, right? Just- A report.
Anybody have any questions about it?
Yeah, just to clear. Well, sorry, it's not a question.
No, please do, go ahead, Sam. No,
It's a
Sam.
comment. 520 insurance. Just to clarify, what happened was we got refunded from vehicles that we sold. That's why, I mean, you don't normally see an expense account with a negative number, but
Okay.
yeah, we ended up getting a partial refund on certain things that we sold. So when I saw that, I was like, huh? That doesn't make sense, but
And vehicles is misspelled.
what's that?
Vehicles is misspelled.
Hey,
Not that it matters, I couldn't ignore it.
Vesiles.
Yes. That's all right.
it's Greek.
It's obvious, it's
That's
obvious what
actually a
it's,
Greek god.
it's obvious what it's supposed to be.
I didn't even notice it was misspelled.
Vekales. Yeah.
Hercules, oh yeah, I know him.
Please, I like that.
I think the rest of it we all know and understand. It looks good. When you're done studying, someone can make a motion to approve so we can get this to city council.
Oh, that is what we need to do? I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
That's
Oh, yeah,
okay.
you're good.
I move to approve the P&L as presented for fourth quarter.
It's Mark. Do I have a second?
I second.
Jonathan, in discussion, questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. The fourth quarter financials for 2023 are approved and ready for Sam to take to City Council.
Not trying to brag or anything, but
They
you
look
guys saw
good.
that. Well, you saw that bottom number on the year to date, right?
I know.
That's not a negative. That's a positive.
It looks great.
Congratulations to your diligence.
Yes, I will go ahead and put the down payment on that hot tub in my office. It'll be nice.
Okay. Now we have the P&L for the whole year last year to look at. Is this where you
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
put
I
the
just
line
put that
item?
in for reference. I mean, we only need to approve the.
Yeah, the other
fourth
one. But
quarter,
is this where you want the line item? Oh, no, that's later in the business thing. Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be on the new
The new budget thing.
budget. Yeah, so this is all the old chart of accounts. Because it was 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the whole year and look at the numbers, isn't it?
I think there is one thing to be noted on the year end, I mean, for the full year one, is that special event expenses where that amount of money was deposit for 2024. So it's just to be clear that we were spending 2023 money.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For fire. It's,
That's a good point.
if we didn't have that, then that would even be higher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the net income would be higher.
That's true.
Yeah, we,
So, well, I mean, that'll carry over every year, obviously. We'll have to do it again next year. But
what was that, it was about 6,000, right?
will it show in 12?
Where's it at?
More.
Special events. Where's special events?
It's on the top, it's on the top of the second.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
550.
Oh, okay.
I think the down payment for the 2024 fireworks was about 6,000. It's like 5,800.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, take that off there and that's,
About half of it.
Yeah.
so.
The reconstruction of the wall, contract labor, 546, that has nothing to do with that.
Reconstruction of the Crescent Spring
Yeah,
Wall?
yeah.
No, that would be under capital expenses,
Capital expenses, okay. Okay, got it.
which, the new budget is going to look different. We're just doing it, infrastructure, infrastructure maintenance and repair, and we're just doing it same way we do equipment, where we just categorize it anything below 5,000 and over 5,000.
Oh, got
Because I didn't really capital expense, it just too many different words for the same thing.
That makes sense.
So we were putting things in different categories than we should have been.
No, I think it's pretty amazing. I mean, 2023, and I know we've already changed things for next year, but it's looking so good, the chart of accounts and all the work that y'all have done. It's amazing. Looks good.
They worked hard.
Okay. Any other comments about the full year P&L there? Nope. Next item in new business is Basin Park improvements.
I was going to ask, I know, is it possible to just go ahead and change the agenda to put items 4 and 5 next, since we're already talking about finance stuff, so we don't, or do we need to? Does that take like a motion and all that, or,
Probably.
okay, well, we'll go Basin Park improvements, great.
Okay.
I
We'll remember,
should
we'll
have put it
That's okay.
that way. So the application I put in the Kyle was to basically remove the boxwoods up on that second tier, and then we're going to put handrails along there. I think that's obvious stuff that I think
Safety
I've
reasons. yeah.
mentioned before, but just so you guys know, we're going to try to move forward with it, and then obviously fixing the staircase, but we've already gotten HDC approval for that. I'll have to get with Stacy and figure out what we're waiting on for that. I think getting the stones cut from Joel over at Eureka Stone. Once they're cut, we just are waiting on weather, because you can't really pour concrete when it's
Yeah.
12 degrees outside. So, and then redoing, fixing the stairs that go up to the band shell. fixing the stairs that go up to the band shell, Ron. You're welcome. Yeah.
It makes him happy.
Yeah, Stacy. No. Yeah. No, but we're going to try to get it going soon. We want to get it done before spring break when it gets busy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, those will be like, right now they're so narrow at the bottom. It's just like you can't, I mean, it's, if you're carrying a drum set or something, it's like
Oh, yeah.
impossible. Plus the wood's starting to rot, so they just need to be fixed.
And
Those
I'll-
are the big ones, the staircase, and then the handrails along the top. Those would be the big
in the boxwood.
additions. Yeah, removing the boxwoods, which, I mean, we'll probably do that. You know, the parks team can do that. That's pretty easy. Those boxwoods got out of control.
Yeah, it is.
See a photo from like 20 years ago, they were like
Little bitty.
small, you know, they didn't get in the way, but now they're just like, "Brr." So, you just wanted to keep you guys in the loop as to what was going on there. So if someone comes and asks y'all, you can be like, yes, we already talked about this. And yeah.
So you're just waiting to hear from Kyle, basically, about them?
Yeah, he said he needed a few more details. I'm sure it's just, you know, like what, you know, specifics on materials that are going to be used, but should be able to get that into him this week, and then I'll just go to a meeting and
Just the handrails that we're really asking him about. The boxwoods is not something.
yeah, the boxwood's not
Yeah.
something they need to know. I mean,
don't
that's our department. Same with the benches, like they don't need to. I mean, unless we're going to like paint them zebra or
Right.
something like that.
Even that.
Even that.
We could do it. We could do it. Yeah, I don't think anything else is really in the, you know, needing approval stage. So
Okay. Anything else about Basin Park? No questions? Okay, Sam, you want to tell us about the tractor?
oh yeah, so we ended up selling the tractor for a lot more than we
Woohoo.
thought we were going to get. Got $14,200 for it, which I was surprised. Of course, we spent $35,000 on it back in 2014. So, but we just weren't getting that much use out of it, and yeah, we put it on Gov Deals, sold, and the plan was to kind of use an additional $10,000 on top of whatever we made from the tractor to buy, you know, a more efficient front end loader, skid steer front end loader. I'm going to wait till the end of the year to probably make that purchase just to see how we're doing, because that's sort of a cherry on top kind of item. It's not necessary, but I just wanted to get approval to add, to essentially set it up that way. So right now there's only $15,000 for a front end loader, but since we sold the tractor for X amount more than we thought we'd get, I was hoping to increase the budget for the front end loader if we end up wanting it. So from 15 to 25.
You know nothing about
Are we
front-end
wanting
loaders.
to do, I mean, you're wanting us to go ahead and
Do
approve
that
it
now?
I guess. I don't. I mean, we had talked about, you know, at the last meeting wanting to make sure we get things amended on the
But you
budget.
said you're not going to even think about this till the end of the year.
Yes, unless something like falls in my lap that's like
Oh.
a really good deal, and I'm like, okay, yes, we definitely need to.
Well, how
Pull the
much more
trigger.
did we get for the tractor than you were?
I put
expecting?
5,
Oh, wow.
and so we made almost 10,000 more. So that's why I was saying jump it from 15 to 25. I mean, it's 10,800 more, but I mean, 25 feels like a good number.
Would this be used mostly for Leatherwood?
Leatherwood.
Would it be-
Yeah, mostly Leatherwood. It's too heavy to really.
And so, would that be a capital something for Leatherwood, like come out of Leatherwood restricted funds?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like equipment kind of gets, unless it's like only for the lake or something, you know, it feels a little bit weird taking it out of the Leatherwood account. Because, I mean, we could load it up on a trailer and take it to Harmon, and
True.
it's not like it can only be used at Leatherwood. It could be used somewhere else. If we bought something that was very, very specific to Leatherwood,
That'd be different.
like a boat that only got used out there, that would be one thing. But yeah, I think we just put it in the general. And our general account's doing a lot better now anyway, so.
And do we don't really have any other big equipment purchases in the budget this year, do we? Is there anything else? I don't.
I mean, I'm sure something will come up, but nothing that I've
But
budgeted.
nothing like that we budgeted for that I can think of, no vehicles.
I mean, eventually at some point, we need to get some new trucks, but, I mean,
Not soon.
yeah. I feel like we're good this year.
Well, I can-
Well, do you want us to go ahead and do something for the budget now? Or you want to,
I feel like it would be good just to have it on there. I can go and amend it tomorrow. I'll just put, if I have a vote, I can change the line item. Sorry, I should have printed the current budget, but
or do you want to do that
I can just
like for
change it
next
from 15
meeting?
to 25, and that way
But it's on your agenda though to ask for it, so I don't know.
yeah.
Well,
No, that's a different thing. I forgot. You're asking us to add the thing for the,
yeah.
Other.
I would make a motion to approve the additional 10,000 for the, what are we calling it? It's front loader?
Skid steer, I think, is what I put on the budget.
steer.
Yeah. Okay.
Which would make a total of $25,000 for
Total
that.
for 25. Yeah.
that's Mark. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's Rod. Questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's 4-0. Motion passes. You have your budget amendment.
Cool.
Okay. The other budget question you have here is about discounts and refunds.
Yes, so we need to add a line item. We're just going to put it down as probably 758. But I did want to discuss it a little bit because I know there's been discussion about the difference between discounts and refunds. But like when we give an employee discount, there's not really a way to track it right now because the policy is 20% off, like snacks and
Just out of curiosity,
drinks or-
why do we need to record that?
because it shows up. Like we have to put it somewhere.
But don't you have like a net sale still? Or it just shows up as a separate item?
I think it shows up as a separate item on the Square report. So it's like, where does that go?
I don't know, that's a good question for Beth.
Is it just employee discounts or are there?
No, I mean, occasionally we give other discounts, I guess. I mean, if someone's not happy with their cabin, but they already stayed in it, for example, we could
You do a
give them a
discount as opposed-
50% discount on a
be a
future
refund.
one or something, or,
Oh, on a future one, okay.
yeah. I mean, it's primarily for employee discounts, but it's a pretty small line item, but
It's there.
it needs to go somewhere.
But when you say
Yeah.
refunds, it's not,
And
not a
refunds,
situation where we get reimbursed by like the CAPC or something.
no,
like
no,
that
no, no.
stuff.
And
This
I'm
is
thinking
just-
as well with refunds, I'll probably talk with Nikki tomorrow about this line item should probably just be discounts. And then refunds, if you're giving refunds, it needs
that
to
goes
go,
towards the end of the-
yeah, you put it like as a negative
Yes, services.
income in lodging, for example.
Yeah, logic.
If
I feel like
someone,
discounts should be, and I might use the term wrong, a sub-account to sales.
Yeah.
Like if it's whatever bait shop sales, and then a sub-account, which is a discount.
Because then you,
Basically, because that means you're reporting the full sale.
Yeah.
And you're also reporting the discount.
and you add those two things
Get the
together,
net.
right, to get the net.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I agree.
I
yeah.
right?
No, you're,
help.
That's how I do it. That sounds good to me.
We'll get Beth down there.
eventually you'll get
in the
me.
next-
We need somewhere to
sense, too.
put we just need
If
somewhere to
you
put
were
it.
tracking your sales versus your expenses and of your candy bars or whatever, yeah, it'd be confusing if you didn't have a way to add that back in and see how much it was to start with.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. I
Again,
think
small amount, but
It
Sub-account.
just needs to be a sub-account to the sales.
Okay.
And it's that simple, I think.
I think sales is,
Refunds really are the same thing. If you've already collected the sale and reported the sale, then a refund
is the same
got
as
to
a,
go back against that
That sale,
sale.
or you're going to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're going to be paying
Yeah.
taxes and everything else on
yeah,
it.
you don't give refunds. Discounts are something that happens before you even give money. Refund
Exactly.
is something after you give money.
Yeah.
So,
I would be less concerned with discounts, and I think that what I'm hearing, and I could be wrong, is basically, the report comes out and it says the total sales, it says discounts and has a net amount.
Yeah.
And when Nikki gets that, he's like, okay, well, either I go ahead and take the discount off before I post the sale, you know, but then the receipt that he has doesn't actually match the posting.
Yeah.
So, and we want that receipt that he gets from Square to match the posting. And you're looking at me like, I think you're right.
Can you have a sub account on a sub account? Because I think sales are already a sub account on income.
Yeah, you can do
So
as
you could
many
just do like a-
sub-accounts as you
Yeah.
want, pretty much. You
Okay.
don't want to go crazy with it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same as this. You can do like da-da-da and
Exactly.
bring it down and okay.
If you were a major retailer, discounts would probably be a natural, it'd be there, because you got to account.
We are a major retailer, Mark. We're huge.
Yeah, huge.
Yes.
Where do you think we get
But
all
I
our
think
money?
sub-account is definitely the way to go, and that's just my opinion.
Okay, so instead of doing a whole separate category, we can add a sub account to sales for discounts.
Wherever he would post the income,
Yeah,
he
Put it
needs a
there.
sub-account to an.
put it there.
then
Okay,
make it a-
okay. That makes sense.
And you'll have a net sale.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Okay, we move on to discarding financials. We need to talk about getting rid of the old records and things that are out of date and old. Sam, what you have over there in the,
We got a lot of stuff.
yeah,
And I like to call it a lot of fire starter. It just, I mean, it just goes back. I mean, some of it's cool. Like if you go through it, it's kind of neat to go through and just see the history and old plat maps or something, you know, but a lot of it's also just very boring, dry stuff. I mean, it's financials from 2016. Like, who cares?
You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're not by law required to keep these things, then I don't want to just keep storing them. And
I agree.
hopefully we can like come up with a system where, so when Nikki goes to put 2023 financials, or well, we'll get that taken care of here. But like, for example, 2024 financials go in, 2017 financials come out, and we just shred them and, or, you know, dispose of them properly. And it's just, we don't want to keep, there's been a pretty bad habit of things just getting thrown in the crannies and
Is
closets.
there any
and-
real upside to keeping these at all?
No,
That's what I was going to ask. What's the limit on how long you're supposed to keep them?
7 years.
I think it's 7 years.
7 years on
So
those.
it's just like taxes?
Just these kind of pieces of paper that look like this. They get put in
And all the old
files,
check stubs and.
check stubs
I
and,
thought it was changed to 3 years.
No, that's for personal stuff. probably.
Okay.
But for businesses.
But for
7
businesses,
years
it
is
stays 7.
I think this is a choice that you make. I don't think we make it. But I would say, I would find where it's written, you know, in the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Bible of.
I did- I mean, I
city
reached out to
governments
Ida, and
for
Ida-
Arkansas, and highlight it and stamp it and put it somewhere that shows how, you know, what we're doing, and just to make sure that everybody's in agreement with that.
Mm-hmm.
Good
then I would
point.
just get rid of all of
and,
it.
yeah, and put it as your policy in your department. Although I will say, in the past, the commission has voted on getting rid of old documents, financial documents, and archiving things like that a long time ago. And I don't know why it was done that way, whether it was someone looked it up and said we were supposed
Some
to.
people would think that's a pretty big deal. You know, it is historical information on how a commission's.
And it has to do with finances.
However,
so-
this is state statute.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. If
We're
there's
following-
a state statute that says you keep financials for 7 years,
Right.
then you're just following statute
But like,
and keeping the last 7 years. Anything past that, I'm
not
not saying
sure-
get rid of those plats or any of that stuff, but I
yeah,
like the.
I'm not sure if like, it says to keep it for 7 years or that you have to keep up to 7 years, but I don't know, it doesn't say, you know, you can go ahead and discard them just whatever, willy-nilly. I don't know if we still need to have a vote or something to,
I doubt.
I don't think we do. I said we
think
used
that's
to.
just policy.
We used to do it, but I think it was
And why
just
not?
done.
What does the city do?
I think they would have to get some sort of vote from city council to shred financials, I would assume.
Unless they have a policy already in place.
or if they have
like
a
you said, that they
policy.
automatically do it at a certain point that they voted
Yeah.
on years ago or something.
Yeah.
Can we,
Let's find
we
out.
not do
Let's
that
find
now?
out.
I was
Let's
just
find
thinking,
out.
why don't we do that?
Let's find out.
Let's find out, and then let's do
and
it.
adopt their policy so we're all on the same policy, maybe?
Like
Yeah, and
that.
I did reach out to Ida, and she did confirm it's 7 years. So, yeah. But
Well, then it sounds like we should go ahead and do
You
it.
reached out to who?
Ida,
Ida, the clerk, yeah.
But Michael's the financial person, right? So,
Correct, but she would be the one who would, she handles like storage of,
okay.
you know, archiving and stuff like that, so.
well, let's find out if they have a policy that they voted on or if they actually vote each time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would be good, it'd be good to follow their protocol, whatever they've got. If they've got a protocol in place for us to just follow the same protocol, would be
Yeah. It's pretty,
us have to ruffle
it's
feathers.
pretty boring stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I will say, we could have a garage sale with just all the old 3-ring binders. Oh my God, we've spent a fortune on 3-ring binders.
Does anybody use those anymore?
Jeez.
Well, yeah, and back then, even 7 years ago, there was more paper than there is now.
Oh,
Less online,
yes.
so there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff back there. But half the paper now is all thermal paper that it's all fades. There's all blank papers in there.
Yeah.
Anything printed like that, if it was thermal for sure, it's
Right.
gone, it's
Yeah.
blank.
Yeah.
So who would we ask in the city, like as far as what the city office?
What's
does?
the protocol? Like, I mean, yeah, we can find out what the city does, and what we have to do might be the same. It might be slightly different. I'm not sure, but I'll just email Ida tomorrow, and
Ask her.
pending her answer, yeah, I'll let you guys know. Because it might require a vote. I don't know.
No.
And it might require a vote from y'all. It might require a vote from city council. It might be,
Because we could make a vote that we're going to do, like you're saying here, is when the new year goes in, take one of the old ones out.
yeah.
And make that part of it.
Can
that
we
you wouldn't
adopt
have
a
to go through
policy
it
that
every
just,
year and-
yeah, that way you're not like going through that and people forget to do it or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're going to find out for us?
I'll find out.
Okay. What's next? Christmas decorating?
Whew. Okay, so not trying to throw too much gas on the fire or anything, but so I would just, the reason I'm bringing this up is that Eureka Springs is trying to become a Christmas destination, which I think is great. CAPC, the city, us, we're all throwing in pretty big, amounts of money for decorations every year. My first experience as director with Christmas was that there's not a really great system for how we're doing it, how things are getting organized, delegation of tasks. It's just sort of like, let's get this, let's get this, let's get this, let's get this, and then we'll figure it out as we go. And it's like, as the department that has to do a lot of the decorating, storage, the tear down of decorations, I'm really needing some, just some backup from y'all. Because what I think needs to happen is that Parks says, hey, we are decorating our parks. We are not going to be responsible for decorating other pieces of property. They're not ours. It's like, we can't be responsible for every square inch of the town. Not to say that we do everything. Public Works does stuff too, but there were things purchased this last year that got put in areas that aren't on Parks property. And, they were purchased from a company that does great work, and they came out and installed it, but then it was sort of just put on us to do the uninstallation and then to store them. Because
did we do that?
An example
I have not
like
put us out there to do it yet.
Too cold.
I don't know.
All the street poles, the snowflakes, that's Public Works because they have a bucket truck. They can do that,
Okay.
and that's great. And they do a great job. And I think they like the new decorations because they don't weigh 80 pounds each. And they're actually going to store them now because they don't take up, in a 400 square foot building just to store them. You can put them something the size of this table. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to work with CAPC. I know they're in a little bit of fluctuation right now with not having a permanent director, but there just needs to be a system and a protocol and who's in charge of what. And so I'm not sure how to say it in the right way, but I think we're going to perhaps draw a line in the sand and say, this is where we are with Christmas. The rest of it is, needs to be thought about without us doing it.
I know you seemed hesitant saying draw a line in the sand, but really it'd be helpful if we all knew what our roles were, us, CAPC, city.
Yeah.
It's been like this for years, who does what and who stores what and all that. It'd be nice to have things laid out exactly what they're supposed to be. Come up with a proposal and writing the new, whatever, give it to Mike Maloney and say, this is what we want to do. Do you all agree? Give it to city, this is what we want to do. See if we get something together to figure it out, a way to codify it or whatever.
Yeah.
I think a good possibility of answer to this is, rather than debate all of it, with everybody, let's write down in a process or policy sort of format of exactly what we are going to do.
Yeah.
Not what we're not going to do, but what we are going to do. And then we as a commission submit that to both city and CAPC.
Okay, you're right.
As a commission, not having to come from you.
That's a
but
good idea.
Basically coming from the commission, that this is what Parks is committed to doing for Christmas. We're going to, but you're going to have to, of course, write down all those things that we are committed to doing.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be it. And then next year when somebody says, y'all need to go do, we're like, no, look at this piece of paper.
No, I like that. It's what
Yeah.
Clean.
what we are going to do, not what we're not going to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the Grinch, but it's
I
just
know.
like we're a small team, and
With the lowest budget.
You don't have
with
the
lowest-
ability to do it.
Yeah, we just,
we
don't
love
have the
decorating.
resources.
We love decorating the springs, the parks that are ours. Like,
which
we
is
do
a
it, we make
large
them look
percentage
nice.
of it anyway.
Yeah.
but
They keep, each year, they do keep wanting to do, and I'm glad they do.
It's
want to
good.
do it.
Yeah, I'm glad
They
they're-
want to do the town, through the town, the archway over the thing. They want to do all kinds of different things, and that's great. I'm glad that they want to do that, but there's the Downtown Business Association. There's Main Street. There's, 5 or 10 different organizations that are all just for that. And I'm sure they would be glad, but they probably don't know either, like
Right.
who's supposed to do what.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I don't think anybody
So I
really has a
think
clear idea.
It's really good for us to just say what we are going to do.
Well,
It's hard for-
Whatever we
yeah.
spent money on is what we would be responsible for. If we didn't spend money on it, then we shouldn't be responsible for it. Simple and clean to me.
yeah,
But there's a lot of stuff that we do that's not even parks at all. It's not even our stuff. And it's just over the years, parks took it on.
It's
and
become-
it just, you do it one year, the next year they think you do it.
yeah. It feels a little bit like a snowball effect. It keeps getting bigger and
Bigger and
bigger,
bigger,
and it's like,
yeah.
We definitely have to get in control of that.
yeah,
Well, whatever we spent money on, put that in your
yeah.
proposal.
Well, that's kind of
This is what we will do.
because sometimes CAPC or the city will buy something for Basin Park for
Okay.
Christmas, and that's like, once again, if they're willing to help us out with decorating the park, we're more than happy to take on the responsibility thereof.
Yeah.
So long as it's not totally ludicrous.
Well, that would,
But
well, that
let's,
has to be in your little proposal too. If we didn't buy the stuff for this there, how decide
Yeah.
who stores it, who does what with it?
Yeah,
And I'm more interested in, if it's a park, if it's our park, whether CAPC gives us the money, or the city gives us the money, or the downtown businesses give us the money to do it. It's still us buying it and doing it.
Right.
Right? It's our park. Where it's still
Yeah.
under our purview. So I'm more concerned with all the things that are not our parks, or
Yeah.
our springs, that we are responsible for. And that we will be held accountable to if we don't get those decorated properly, right?
And we use our staff for, years and years ago, sometimes it was a nice way to keep people employed in December. There was less work to do in parks. We had less cabin rentals, less boats. So I think that when all of a sudden parks employees were used for this or this, nobody really cared as much because it just kept them working. But now, no, you need those employees to do parks work. You don't need them to have so much extra stuff to do for Christmas decorations. I think
If you
that's,
think about it, I mean, it's probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even a full month of their work time, right?
Yeah, like the actual,
Putting up and taking down.
the decorating, the putting up takes approximately a month.
Just the.
You know, we have to rent a sky track just to get the Christmas tree up. And that's like, Christmas tree's a little absurd. It's like, God, do we need a 30-foot Christmas tree?
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
But, yeah, anyway,
But that was purchased by the city, right?
yes.
And then given to the parks.
Well, I think, I'm not sure. I don't know the history of
Let's
the
find
Christmas
that
tree.
out.
But
That's what, I think if we come up with as a commission what we're going to do, and then encourage the other organizations to do the same, at some point, a meeting of,
Yeah.
it's clear, and a meeting of minds to look and say, well, nobody's in charge of the 30-foot tree now. Who's going to do that? At some point, you will have to get together, I think, and make sure all the bases are covered. But a starting point going to have to be making your list of what you're going to do.
yeah.
We'll go first, we'll do ours, and maybe they'll do theirs too.
It sort of seems to me that if someone bought something and then they put it in the parks, wouldn't we approve it? But what if it was just
I think that would
the
be,
Christmas tree might have
yeah,
been
yeah.
approved, but what
Yeah.
if just someone came up out of the blue and said they wanted to do a purple angel, completely purple, and it's because it's their favorite color or something, and they wanted to donate it to the park? Would we be able to approve that, yes or no? Or do they give it to
Yes.
us and there's nothing we can do? We got to start using it.
I would say that
to
anything that
approve
would
it.
want to go, really, it should be anything that goes in the park, we purchase it, but if we need extra funding for it, we can ask for the extra funding.
But
Okay.
like you said, if someone had come to us with a purple angel on another date, we'd say, no, we have to approve that being put in the park.
Okay, that's good. I
So
wanted to
that
hear
also should apply to Christmas stuff as well.
I like how
But-
we already came up with a name for the new law or the new rule. It's the Purple Angel rule,
Purple angel rule, I love
great.
that. I love that.
You didn't say orange.
right?
I
Well,
love it.
because I didn't want to use me.
You're my orange angel.
I hope so.
So I think just sitting down. I mean, like I said, I've been. We were going to meet yesterday, but the weather obviously kind of kept us from doing it. But me and Mike and Jeremy, our Jeremy and Danielle, we're going to meet and talk about future Christmases and how to like move forward with it, so that we all know what we're responsible for. We're not like caught off guard in November and being like, oh God, we got to do all this. And
Well, it's all fresh in your mind too. Right now, you know what you did this year, what you were
Yeah.
responsible for, and so it'll be
Yeah.
easier to put down.
Because right now is when you need to be buying your decorations because it's on super sale.
Yeah,
true.
absolutely.
So
That's true.
Cool.
Okay, sounds good. So Sam, you have your homework.
More homework.
it's really what I thrive at, is writing really dry government documents. That's my
Welcome.
forte.
Welcome to government.
Yeah. But you get to call it the purple angel thing, and that makes
Ooh,
it
the
fun.
purple
Well, and
angel
the other
rule,
thing
yeah.
that happens, what I've noticed, and just in the time that I've been here, is that there's so many things are done by talking about it, and then nothing's ever followed through, and there's not a lot in writing about it. And
Not in writing,
so
yeah.
Then next time somebody says a year from now, didn't we decide to do something? I remember you saying something,
Mm-hmm.
Rod, one time, and then everything just gets to be like, I remember somebody said something about it, but if
Mm-hmm.
we actually have it written and in even more memorandum format, just
Yeah.
memorandum that to all concerned from Eureka Springs Parks Commission regarding Christmas decorations.
Good point.
As of 2024, blah, 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 this is what we are planning to do for the upcoming year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, a standard kind of memorandum of understanding, MOU, is what we're
It
doing.
doesn't have to be long and belabored, but exactly what areas that we
'Cause-
plan on doing.
Yeah.
And then we just submit it as a Parks Commission. It doesn't have to be from you necessarily. It can be from us. And we'll submit it directly to Butch's office and CAPC's office and whoever else we need to send it to.
Yeah, because it is
And
important
it's a
for.
positive statement.
Yeah, it's
not,
Oh, it's very
it's
positive.
not
I think
saying
it'll
anything
help.
negative. It's just straightly positive.
It'll help
This
all
is
of
what
us.
we want to
'cause
do.
It'll help everyone to know who's responsible. Like I said, there are things that get dropped, things that don't get taken care of properly, this will help everybody.
Yeah. It'll help me plan. It's hard to plan when you don't know exactly how much is going to get put on your plate. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. What's next?
Good. How are you?
Election of new officers. Does anybody know the exact procedure? Because I can't remember
The what?
the exact procedure of electing officers.
I think there's a nomination for each one.
You
We
just
go to the
nominate?
caucus
And then-
first, and then
Then we just, it's not even a motion, it's just a vote, right?
That's why I thought it was just a vote. There's no motion. That's what it was.
It's not even a motion.
It was just a vote. So then, unless you have any more questions about Christmas decorating, I'm sorry I didn't ask that. Any more comments about Christmas decorating?
just for clarification, perhaps I can formulate this document, and then at the next meeting, we vote on to approve it or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does that make sense? Okay, cool.
And like Mark said, it can be just a simple memorandum of understanding of this is what we're doing, this is,
Yeah.
and that'll, and encourage them to do the same. I'm sure CAPC would like to do it too. Okay. Any more Christmas? Okay. So election of new officers. We have to have someone nominate someone for chair.
I'd like to nominate Mark.
It's Beth nominating Mark. Any other nominations for chair?
Is anybody else excited about it?
We're excited about you being chair. This is the part I can't remember. Do we make all our nominations first, then vote? Or no, we do? Yes? Okay. And just do the whole slate at once as a,
Yeah, that's correct. I'm
One
looking at it
vote.
right
Thank
now.
okay. And any nominations for vice chair?
I'm going to nominate Rod for vice chair. You get to sit and do nothing unless I'm sit.
And you can't have him assassinated just because you want to be chair or anything like that. You can't do it.
I get it.
Any other nominations for vice chair? Okay, nominations for secretary? I would nominate Jonathan if he's interested.
That's what I was thinking
Because
too.
he always has his computer.
He does. He's just,
He's young. He knows how to use computers better than some of us. He knows how to communicate really well. It's also something that even if your schedule, I know your schedule is tighter than some of ours, but it doesn't always require,
Yeah, but we always have the YouTube. We always have the
Yeah.
video.
always have the recording, always have the ability to communicate on computer, so. Interested? Okay.
Sure.
Any other nominations for secretary? Okay, that's all the officer positions.
We don't
So-
have a treasurer position?
Nope.
No. Okay.
So then,
Yeah, I know, but we would.
so all in favor of the slate of new officers being Mark Ingram for chair, Rod Gray for vice chair, Jonathan Tigan for secretary. All in favor of that slate for 2024, say aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
I don't even think it's
We
a
have-
motion, is it? It's just
It-
No, sorry, not
no,
motion,
just
elect,
a vote.
it just passes, right? Okay, you're elected.
you're elected.
I know, I always feel like I have to look that up every time I do this thing. It's not a motion.
Congratulations, Ruth.
Congratulations.
You're back to being just a pleb.
Woohoo.
I didn't see that coming. But thank you. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I think that'll work out great. So now then, during the meeting, I am no longer chair. You are.
for the rest of the meeting now?
Yes, you are.
Well,
No, we're
then-
never getting out of here
Oh,
now.
yeah. Then all we have, the only thing left is minutes. To approve the meeting minutes from the previous regular meeting, which was submitted by Sam.
There was also commissioner comments.
Oh, Commissioner
No, we hadn't,
Collins.
well, we'll get, it is after this.
We can do minutes first. Oh, no, I guess we can't. I don't know.
Done
All right,
skipped
well,
it.
Do we always do the minute? Yeah, we do after that. All right, any commissioners' comments? Beth?
No, I do apologize for not being as available as I'd like to have been down for the
It's-
QuickBooks.
it's
and
been-
helping out, but it will pass and I will be there.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Yes.
So this morning, Nikki pulled into the Harmon parking lot, and his Subaru slid all the way across the parking lot and ended up almost down in the Arvest stage. So don't worry about not coming in, is what I'm trying to say. It's,
This morning?
hasn't been conducive.
It's not melting off
Yes,
the
this
gravel.
morning.
The gravel.
Just a lot of
road is-
No, it's
shade.
not.
Yeah, it just doesn't get any sun in that parking lot.
Okay.
So-
On the
That's
other
what
side
it
of that
is.
stage is a retaining wall that goes down. I'm glad he didn't.
I know, I'm glad he stopped where he did, yeah.
Well, we
Yikes.
had, yeah, we tried to go up right by the Grand Central. I don't know why John thought that was a good idea to go up that road last week. And we got up, went sideways and slid in the Jeep, sideways
Ah.
back down. It's like,
Yeah, so don't worry about not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's, the ice and snow is kind of thrown off everybody's schedule for a while. I haven't done dishes in a week. No, I'm kidding. It's like, actually, my dishwasher drain was frozen, so that was
I was
actually
just
the real
gonna say, you
reason.
can always
so-
say it's frozen.
Yeah, it was frozen. So, you're, sorry, Mark, go ahead.
Jonathan, any comments?
No, I'm good.
I don't have any. Ruth?
I have none other than, I'm excited. It's going to be a good year. I'm excited. Thank you.
I think this is going to be really interesting, so I'm excited. My anniversary is next month for being a full year,
Oh,
so.
wow.
Yeah,
Good.
February 3rd,
Oh,
been a full year, so I'm looking forward to some good things happening in '24, so, yeah. Thank you.
Sam, you said all you need to say?
I'm not a commissioner, so.
All right, now, then we have the minutes. I did read them, Sam's, they were on Dropbox, so everybody should have a copy of
Dropbox.
them, right? Do we have,
Move approval of the minutes.
a second.
all those in favor, say aye.
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 All those opposed? All right, and then we just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, same, I second.
Wait, oh, okay.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? We are adjourned at, looks like 6:56. Right?
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.